Welcome back. I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody in Hideyama. The men claim they had travelled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was XX kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realised how terrifying Nika-chan really was. That's right, we were doing the thing with the desserts. Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy that you called me here today. Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little longer. I was in the middle of organising some drawers. Very important. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon. Ah, I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time. Yeah, when Lena phoned her, she was in the middle of cleaning her room. But she still came. Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped. Besides that, I got to eat a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy. Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out suddenly. Tell Shion I said bye. I'll be taking my leave then. Lena-san, please take your time. Yeah, I will. Later. Nika and Satoko, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left. Oh, that was quick. While Lena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Ooh, yes please. Oh, did the two little ones leave already? The two little ones. Hearing them called the little ones was so strange, I inadvertently burst out laughing. Ah ha 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 ha. Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home. Shion had brought enough coffee for 4 people. I think you mean for me. I heard from my senior. It seems that you went through a lot of trouble for my sake. Why are there like strange breaks in the sentences? It was no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch after all. Oh, is it alright if I call you Shi-chan? It matches with me-chan, so I thought it'd be cute. Ah, well, whatever you want. Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Lena started talking to her. Lena is pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Lena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Shion said she'd have work soon and hurried off back to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the two of us. She was a bit upset with Lena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. How? She's just embarrassed. Still, they really do look the same. Instead of twins, it's like there's another Mi-chan. They look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather their insides, are completely different. I think those types of twins are pretty interesting though. You think that, Keiichi-kun? I think they're identical on the inside too. It somehow became silent. Lena was just staring at the pattern the milkmaid on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For somebody like me who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Lena's off-put mannerism seemed to imply I said something I shouldn't have. That unpleasantness carried on for a little while. Lena, you said it today, right? That Mion was hurting. Did I say something like that? Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it, on the way home from school. Lena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning if she said that. As thick-headed as I was, I had a faint realization. Lena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mion. But when? Me? Hypothetically, if something like that happened, it's not something I did out of malice. I continued the conversation but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Keiichi-kun had any bad intentions. Lena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seemed I had hurt Mion. Take a shot every time he says I had hurt Mion. And Lena was upset with me due to the fact I hadn't realized it. I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Lena is mad at you. Seeing right through what I was thinking, Lena said that as she smiled even more gently than usual. It's just that, how do I say this? It's hard. If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. I'm so thick-headed I disgust even myself. If there's something I should apologize for, then I want to know even a little quicker so I can make up for it. I don't think that Keiichi-kun made a mistake. Depending on how you look at it, Mi-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance that the girl was the one being unfair might be unfair in itself. The word salad is confusing me. What Lena said was draped in mystery. Unfortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion. I'm begging you, Lena. Mion is one of my best friends. I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So tell me, how did I hurt her? I can't tell you. You need to realize something like this for yourself. Lena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had this strength of will surprised me for a moment. I'm asking you because I can't figure it out, you know. My tone had unintentionally become harsh. Lena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor. Well then, I guess just a hint is fine. This is special, okay? Sorry, please. I'll think about this seriously. Lena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without confidence as usual. Shi-chan, if she ties her hair up, is impossible to tell apart from Mi-chan, right? Yeah, that's true. So if Mi-chan let down her hair, would she be impossible to tell apart from Shi-chan? Probably. But what does that have to do with anything? What if that her being the younger twin was a lie? That she was just Mi-chan pretending to be her sister? What would you think? Lena was sharper than her daily behavior belied. Wait, is he shading Lena of all people? Really? He is shading her? Please. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer. It might be unfair to answer a question with another question. But if, like you say, Mion is just pretending to be Shion, what purpose would that serve? After maintaining the silence for a while, Lena glanced at the clock. That's what I want you to think about. That was maybe too much of a hint. How? After thanking me for the dessert, Lena stood up from her seat. Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left. Is it okay with you if you tell Shion? If you tell Shion, I'm sorry, I didn't say goodbye. Why was that sentence so confusing? Yeah, I'll tell her. Sorry. Huh? That Lena is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Keiichi-kun isn't the only one at fault here. Lena was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized. I think to Mi-chan, it's something that doesn't bother her much anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. I have no idea what these people are going on about. Like, I know what they're going on about, but honestly, they're just like talking in a giant word salad where just nothing is happening. But you see, as a girl, I'd hope that Keiichi-kun realizes it by himself and comes to apologize of his own volition. How? The face change. Switching to cute mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register. While I was staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder. Ta-da! Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finally done. It was Shion, who had changed into her street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me. Thank you so much for today. Everything was delicious. We were all really happy with it. Oh no, don't mention it. But I'm glad everybody had fun. Huh? That girl that was just here left as well? She had some shopping to do. She said she was sorry for leaving without saying anything. I see. Well then, should we leave as well? Even though I'm off duty, I'm still nervous around the workplace. Stars. We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of a breath of fresh air. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness. How poetic. Ah, it's gotten dark already, even though I promised I'd be finished early. Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left. Oh well, at least we've got a little time to chat like this. Saying that, Shion set out for the tree-lined boulevard behind the station. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home. Well then, I guess I should start with an introduction. I was mistaken for my sister when we first met, so we never got to properly introduce ourselves. I could only smile and laugh wryly. My name is Shion Sonozaki. I'm only similar to my older sister in appearance. My sister is rough around the edges and hot-headed, but I'm a composed and methodical person. Also how I introduce myself. I remembered what Lena and I had been talking about earlier. I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different, while Lena said they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Lena figured out that Shion was Mion. Also, related to that, she said that I had hurt Mion. Lena had given only one hint. That was, why is Mion pretending to be Shion? Shion, what did you hear about me from Mion? My sister seems to have taken a liking to you. She talks about you quite a bit. Like about club activities, about getting pranked and pranking you back. Boyish kind of stories. What makes a boyish kind of story? I'd like to know. You really do get along. Boyish kind of stories, huh? Come to think of it, I think there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you? Was that what happened that hurt Mion? Mion herself said that she wished she'd been born a boy, and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she? Kei-chan, you look like you're having fun. Huh? No, that's not true. Wait, what? Even though you're bad at hiding things, you sure like to lie, don't you? Still, I don't hate you for it. What conversation are we even having right now? Saying that, she lightly chopped my forehead. Normal human interactions. Uh-oh. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Lena had left me with. He's pretty dull. Hey, see that? Don't you think it's pretty? You think even a guy would find it pretty? Yeah, it is pretty. Shion was having fun window shopping, dragging me by all sorts of stores I would normally never enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her anything, and I wasn't getting bored either. It was just something to talk about as we walked around. In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. We discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but I didn't lose interest. I had the feeling she was good at conversation. Kei-chan, is this your first time doing this kind of thing? Yeah, it is. If somebody didn't bring me into these accessory shops, I don't think I'd set foot in one my entire life. Not that. I meant more like this. What? I leapt back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine. Hey, you don't have to act so surprised. It's not so embarrassing to link arms with a girl, is it? Shion's expression was a little bit miffed. but suggestive at the same time. What am I reading? I'm not that embarrassed. If you want some arms, I can spare 1 or 2. Here. Hehehehe. Kei-chan, you really know how to entertain someone. I see why my sister took a liking to you. If you don't want my arm, I'm taking it back. Ah. Oh, come on. I'm happy to have it. What am I reading? This is so weird. Laughing in good spirits, Shion locked her arm with mine. My heart skipped a beat. This question might be a bit mean, but I want to enjoy seeing your reaction. Kei-chan, have you ever been arm in arm with a girl before? Around a bonfire at a field trip doesn't count, by the way. That little devil. You saucy little minx. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be. Well, if field trips are out, this is rough. Hehehehe. I thought as much. That impish laugh, it really is the same as Mion's. You really are Shion, right? You're not just Mion saying that you're Shion, are you? Are you thinking that my sister might pretend to be me? I thought you were twins until just now, but that way you mess around is just like Mion. You're just saying that. You can tell us apart easily. What do you mean by that? If my sister was holding your arm like this, would you get nervous? I would. I'd be completely on edge worrying about when she would go for an arm lock. Ahahahaha. Shion laughed so hard she had to hold on to her sides. Hey, is it really that funny? You're tearing up. No, it's just... I was just thinking about how hopeless my sister is. She isn't even able to get a young man hot and bothered while she's arm in arm with him. Oh, the shade. It hurts. She really is a failure as a woman, oh gosh. I remembered once again that I'd heard someone say that before. Sometimes I think that my sister would have been better off if she'd been born a boy. If she did, I might have fallen for her. Wait, what? Why? Whoa, this suddenly got very creepy. Just kidding. Ha. Unless... What is going on? Mion did say something about wanting to be born a boy. Oh, I don't want to know. Why would a twin sister want to date her twin brother? Oh no. My sister is on the fence as to whether she wants to be a boy or a girl. Why not both? Well, it's the price she pays for living an awkward lifestyle. Just leave her be. You've been saying some pretty harsh things about your sister right now. Mion has some soft parts to her that I don't like. Well, that's rude. The way that Shion talked somehow sounded cold. Shion, do you not get along with Mion? Well, we get along well enough. Still, there's a few things for which I can't forgive her as a sister. Hey, look at that. Don't you think it's cute? I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. What was there was a familiar display window of a toy shop. The same shop that was the stage for the incident that occurred during last Sunday's club activities. Wait, all of this has just taken place in a couple of days? I feel like I've been reading this novel for months. What Shion was pointing at was a display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort girls would like. I wonder why girls like these kinds of things. It's because they're cute. Don't you think they're cute, Kei-chan? I mean, I don't think things like that are cute, so what does that make me? I'm a man, so I don't really get that vibe. Now, which one do you think is the cutest out of all these, Kei-chan? Shion, pulling my arm, motioned to the row of dolls. They were lined up like they were close sisters taking a commemorative photo. That's one way to describe it. A few of them seemed strangely familiar. I've seen those 4 over there somewhere. Oh, I guess they really are famous. If even you know about them. Shion sounded impressed. These are new dolls that were just brought in from England. Ooh, fancy. They still have some available here, but around the cities they have trouble keeping them on the shelves. Even though they're supposed to be inexpensive, it seems they're starting to come at a premium. I guess girls still like these kinds of things even as they grow up. I never liked them, so I don't know. Wasn't a big doll person. It depends on the person, but I think that girls who don't like dolls and stuffed animals are pretty few and far between. Excuse me, that's me. Even my tomboy of a sister said these were adorable. Oh? Even Mion says they're adorable. That is pretty amazing. That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave this one to us after Sunday's event. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something. I really do think that one's the best. That frilly dress really gives it something. That's it. That's the one the shop owner gave to me. So it seems. Shion replied softly, but clearly. Uncle Yoshiro gave those out as thanks for helping liven things up at Sunday's event. It seems he gave them to the 4 friends my sister brought along. So you got the doll with the dress then. What did you think? It was really cute, right? As a man, there's no way I'd think it was cute. So what did you do with the doll? I wasn't really going to do anything with it. So I gave it to someone. To who? As Shion laughed, I could hear an audible click run through my head, like the piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. Thank you very much for today, everyone. You made the event turn out great. It's not much, but here's something extra for today. Ah, Uncle Yoshiro. Isn't there a little something for me, too? My. Quite an adorable one, is it not? When Satoko and Rika-chan opened up the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside. Wow, they're so cute. Can I take them home? I really can. Which means there's something for me too. Whoa, I got a pretty adorable one. It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress, one you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too. I see. It wasn't just Rena, Satoko, and Rika-chan. There was one other person who seemed jealous. Ahahaha, Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. Not wanting for her expression to give it away, she said that to hide her embarrassment. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty. I can admit it's adorable, but a doll with changeable clothes is... If you walked around with it, then you'd be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow. Definitely. I don't know why, but that particular sentence just strikes me as something incredibly unnatural that nobody would ever actually say. Mion's usual teasing way of talking. I looked around to see who I should give the doll to. Mion was right in front of me. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. But I didn't. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you. Turning away from Mion's covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it have just been a standard practice to give it to her? At that time, I had noticed that something was wrong. That's why I said it. Just protecting myself. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets at night would be scary. See, that's not something anyone would ever say either. That's so strange. Ha 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 ha. No doubt, no doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. Something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at the time, I didn't notice it. I had thought to give it to Mion. Why didn't I? Heh, you know it. I sometimes wonder why I wasn't born a boy. Mion herself had said that with a laugh, so I didn't realize that I had hurt her. Aww. That's right. Mion is more suited for cool things, so I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. That uniform, it would never suit somebody like Mion. But if it's Shion, I think it works. Huh. You mean that, Shion, like Lena often does, spaced out and turned bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion. Saying that it didn't suit Mion, but that it suited Shion. Saying that it suited her seemed to make her happy. It's word salading again. Stop the word salad. Mion's younger twin sister. She's got a different personality, but she's a dead ringer for Mion. That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a cold and scary personality. I think that when you guys were born, Shion got all the feminine aspects. Unlike Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl. Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seemed she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. There was an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is it really okay? There's not like a ton of hot sauce mixed in or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat it myself. I'm not my sister. That was how she said it. Shion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was saying that she was Shion and that I shouldn't think of her as Mion. Oh, we're going around in circles again. When Mion was Shion, it carried a special meaning. Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she's a guy. That's what Lena said. But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine. Lena, how much did Mion pay you exactly? That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know? Lena began to pout. Now probably wasn't the right time to joke around. Mi-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. But she's really a very cute girl. I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun. There never was a riddle to begin with. Lena was saying the answer right from the beginning. Ooh, we have color. So then I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, I know Kei-chan didn't mean anything wrong. At least, he didn't intend to. The salad. It grows. Yeah, Keiichi-kun isn't the type of person to hurt others, so there's no reason for you to feel hurt by this, Mi-chan. Then what was it? Frustration? Sadness? I don't know at all. Did you want it? The doll, I mean. Even if you gave it to me, Lena, that wouldn't solve anything. You're right. How about this, Mi-chan? Try asking Keiichi-kun. You might be able to solve the problem if you tackle it head on. There's no way I could do that. Is it too embarrassing to do that now? I want to try again, as somebody other than Mion. This time, I can be more honest with myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty fond of the relationship I have with Kei-chan. This might be selfish, but one more time. Keiichi-kun will definitely notice. I wonder if that's true. Lena will cheer you on too. So let's find a way for you to ease your sadness. Believe me, I won't let anything happen that'll make you cry, Mi-chan. I'll believe. I'll believe. Keiichi-kun will definitely come to understand. He'll say he's sorry for saying something so callous. Then he'll bring you to that store and buy that doll for you as a present. Yeah. And then, Mi-chan, you'll say, thank you. You can't fool around. Say it honestly. Yeah. Gah. Same. That was weird. If I said I wanted it, Kei-chan, would you buy it for me? Mion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflexively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment, but like Mion, I quelled that impulse. Okay, Mion. As thanks for everything until today, I'll buy you whichever you want. My voice cracked with the unfamiliar words. In order to not lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. I'm sorry, that's another of those sentences that I understand the Japanese that it's coming from, but translating it like literally makes it sound so strange in English. In order to not lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. It makes sense, but it just sounds so weird. It's not like a natural way to phrase that in English. But I'm not Mion, I'm Shion. Shion then. I'll buy it for you, Shion. Shion looked down. Red-faced, she pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window. Is it really okay? The one in the dress is a little expensive, isn't it? This isn't a matter of price. This is a matter of feelings. When I was saved by Kei-chan from those unsavory customers today, I was really happy. Even though my co-workers didn't save me, Kei-chan did. You grabbed me by the shoulder really firmly, right? Right then, you were really cool. What? Even then, I was so embarrassed, I couldn't properly express my gratitude. I clamped my hand down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly. What is going on? Like how I would to Nena and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Nena would have, spaced out and blushed slightly. Oh, this is so weird. You don't have to think too hard about it. I should have just given it to you back then. If I did that, then everybody would have had a good laugh. Shion didn't respond. She had turned bright red like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears. I'll go buy it for you right now. Wait right there. I'll go with you. Saying that, she grabbed onto my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore. I think I know why my sister likes you. Hey, is it alright if I start to like you a bit too, Kei-chan? This is so bad. The unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Whoa, dude. Whoa, what am I doing? Exactly. Alright, the story's getting weird. We're ending this episode right here. Come back again next week to find out what I'm doing. I'll see you guys then. See ya.